Howdy Tempe Temple community, this is Janelle, and I'm here today to show you how to use a neti pot. Now some of you might have heard of neti pots before. This is a really ancient practice in Ayurveda, or the Indian form of medicine, where you use this neti pot to actually rinse a saltwater solution through your nose back and forth. And it sounds a little weird, but just like we would rinse out our colons with an enema or colonic, the mucus beds and the mucous membranes here in the nose really need a lot of support because they're working really hard to clear out all of the stuff that we breathe in. They're like filters. And of course, during allergy season, it can be particularly helpful to get into a neti habit. Now, this can be done every night, like you're flossing your teeth, you'd floss your nose, or it can be done, a few times a week or as needed. But I want to demystify this. Sometimes people think this is a little bit complex or weird, but I'm actually going to do it in real time here and show you how it's done. I really enjoy this. It feels good. And just like anything that you're trying that's new, we don't often feel water passing through here. You might, have been swimming before and get water in your nose and it feels kind of unpleasant. So just be ready for you to have a different sensation, and there might be a few things on your blooper reel when you first get started, but I assure you that like anything, if you practice it, it becomes easier, and I think you might even enjoy it, okay? So the things that we'll need is, I have my neti pot, of course, but then I have some really nice lukewarm water. You don't want anything too hot. You definitely don't want it too cold. So this is a really nice temperature of water. It feels good to me. And then oftentimes you can find salt that's designed just for neti pots, and really it's just a pure salt that's been pureed down, so it's really, really fine. But if you have some of this in your kitchen cabinet, then this will work too. I'm just going to use this just for demonstration purposes. And then I have my little teaspoon. I'm going to use about a half a teaspoon for one nostril. So I'll fill this up in one round of neti. One fill will do one nostril. So I'm going to do about a half a teaspoon, half of this teaspoon here. I'm going to put it into the water, and I'm going to mix it up until I know that that salt is totally dissolved, because the last thing I want is actual pieces of salt in that sensitive area. So that didn't take long. That's already dissolved. All right. I'm going to fill up my neti pot. So the neti probably can hold about a cup of water, but I'm going to put about maybe 3/4 cup of water in here. It doesn't have to be a lot. Okay. So who's the lucky nostril? I'm going to say it's this one. It's facing you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tilt my head, and I'm going to put the neti up to my nostril. One of the things you want to make sure is that you're not, I'm starting to do a little bit, that you're not too far up. You want to actually tilt yourself down, because we want gravity to take the water through here and go out the other side. So one of the mistakes some people make is they're up too high. I'm going to really tilt my head down low. Pull my hair out of the way here. I'll put this right up against my nostril, create a nice seal. And as you can see, it's hard to topple, you know it, but the best thing to do is really relax and just let it happen. And that side's done. Okay, so that's the next part, is you do a little blowing. I'm going to set this down. Neti pot, where do you always put you? Right there. Okay. I'll leave and block this nostril and do a few just for this nostril. About 10 times. And of course, I'm going to light myself up a little bit. That feels good. And I would just repeat it on the other side. It actually doesn't take very long. One of the things you can do if you feel like you still have some water in there is tilt yourself down, put your hands on your thighs for some support, and then do a few more of those blows. You can even have your towel ready if you want to, if you think something's going to come out. Some people ask what to do if you're really congested. Well, blow your nose first. See if you can get as much out as you can. But then you might warm up the water just a tad more, and that salt will actually start breaking up the mucus. So don't be discouraged if you bring the neti pot over and you have to wait for a little while for it to get through. Just wait it out. You might even have to wait up to a minute sometimes. I have to do that sometimes if I'm really congested, but don't worry about it. And I mean, you might get up and try blowing your nose again and then trying it again, because that salt eventually will break down the mucus. Okay, well, I hope that's helpful. Please let us know how it went. If you need any more support, if you have any more questions about it, it's a lovely practice. Remember, it's very, very old, so it's time tested, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks.